Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a brand new Nintendo DIY. It is inspired by Animal Crossing New Horizons. Huge shout out to Nintendo for featuring this Nintendo DIY on their official Instagram account, Nintendo Inspired. I will link that down below in the description. Today I'll be teaching you guys how to hang your own pictures or images onto your macrame. There's two different ways, it's very easy. But before we jump into that brand new Nintendo DIY, I did want to give a very special shout out to our sponsor. Our sponsor today is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online community where you can learn anything, ranging from thousands of classes such as lifestyle photography, graphic design, and more, including my personal favorite, fine art. So I highly recommend you guys check out Modern Money Habits, 5 Steps to Build the Life You Want by Justin Bridges. I've learned that it's so important to build money habits now that can set you up for success later down the road. The first 1,000 people to use the link down below in my description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare Premium. Thank you so much again to Skillshare for sponsoring not just this video, but many videos on our channel. I cannot thank the team enough for entrusting us with such an amazing product. I absolutely love it. So thank you again, Skillshare. Thank you to you guys for being here every time I upload it. Honestly, the support is just, I can feel it, I love it, and I can't thank you guys enough. So I really hope you guys enjoy this brand new Nintendo DIY, and if you happen to make it, of course, share it with me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So let's get this started. Alright, so today I'll be teaching you guys how to hang images on your macrame, whether or not you're starting from scratch or you actually bought one a while ago and you want to put images or Polaroids on there. So it's very simple. There's 2 different ways that you can do this. Of course, you guys know all materials will be listed down below in the description, including links directly onto Amazon, so that way you can use the exact materials that I have shown in this video. Keep in mind, this video is not about me showing you guys how to make a macrame. I'm probably saying this word wrong, but it is a way to show you guys how to put images onto your macrame or Polaroids. It's a nice way to make your macrame a little bit more personalized. And keep in mind that these images that you see in this video, I cannot actually give you guys those Animal Crossing images just because they are directly from Nintendo and it was only used for their Nintendo Instagram account. However, you guys can check out all the other DIYs and possibly use those images that you see in the folders below. So if you want to see the full feature, definitely go down below in the description. I will link the official Instagram account of Nintendo Inspired. Huge thank you again to the team at Nintendo for allowing me to make really cool DIYs for the community. I hope you guys love this Nintendo DIY and others on that Instagram account. So again, definitely check it out. It'll be down below in the description. If you happen to make this Nintendo DIY or any Nintendo DIY off of my channel, please share it with me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I would love to feature it in the next video and share it with the rest of the community. I love to see how creative you guys can really get. Don't forget to do me a huge favor by liking this video, commenting down below instead of Animal Crossing themed. Is there another video game franchise that you would love to see on your macrame? And again, guys, subscribe. That way you guys can check out the latest Nintendo DIYs coming very soon. So if you did check out the free printout sheets down below in the description in my DIY Google Drive, definitely you want to prep those first by cutting them out and making sure that you like the images and it's exactly what you want. If it's Polaroids, you're pretty much set. Just have those aside. Maybe you might want to scan those in just in case. Or you can definitely print out pictures that you like on your Facebook or Instagram or MySpace, whatever you happen to use in this day and age. Definitely go ahead and print those out. Have them ready on the side because you will be gluing these onto either the beads or the hair clip. Once again, I want to state that these images were given to me by Nintendo. Can't give you guys these images. However, feel free to use all the different types of images that you can definitely find on Google. So I'm not gonna lie, once I got this project, I was kind of scared and it seemed a little bit daunting to begin and start your own macrame, but honestly, there are a lot of basic macrame tutorials out on YouTube that you can definitely follow for beginners, because this was, again, definitely the first time I've ever made one, but I have to say it was very therapeutic It did take a while, but it was something that I did on my downtime, and I absolutely loved the end result. So if you do have the time and you're interested in starting a new DIY, I do highly recommend starting a macrame. It's one of the projects that definitely took the longest, but it was the most therapeutic. So the DIY tutorial that I found on YouTube, I will link that down below in the description. It was very simple and easy. Every macrame pretty much starts off the exact same way. It really does change once you start getting down to the bottom strings. You can find various different types of designs on the interwebs, so definitely do your research, plan it out first, and then take your time. Because if you don't, you're going to make a lot of mistakes and you don't want to unravel what you've basically made. That was one thing that was a little bit frustrating, is that when I did make a mistake, I had to go all the way back and unravel all the strings. But other than that, it is very straightforward and repetitive. So let's say that you made a macrame from scratch. It is time to go ahead and put your images onto the macrame. Again, planning ahead is very important. So depending on the design that you used, you can now design where to put those beads while you're building your macrame. Again, choose areas that you want to put the beads in and then decorate however you want. But again, the beads have to be placed into the macrame while you're making the macrame itself. So when it comes to putting the images onto the beads, all I really did was use hot glue. It is very efficient and quick, so I highly recommend hot glue. Otherwise, you can use really any type of glue out there. Really, the most important thing in this process is making sure that you apply pressure and hold the image there until the glue completely dries. That way the image won't fall off later on. Using this method to put images onto your macrame can be pretty tedious. Not only are you making the macrame, but you're also trying to map out the beads at the same time, and it's already daunting and can take a really long time. So this method is really up to you whether or not you want beads to be in your macrame and if it fits your house aesthetic. It's really tedious. The end result is cool and all, but I have to say that my favorite method is the second method. Another drawback to this method is that once you glue the images onto that bead, you really can't change the images or swap them out. It's going to permanently be on there unless you want to rip it off and then I guess glue another image. So it's not my favorite way of putting images onto a macrame. If you do happen to be using this method, you can actually put the beads on there first and then glue the images afterwards. You do run the risk of putting glue onto the macrame. So with that, this method is again not my favorite. You run the risk of maybe even damaging your macrame, but let me show you a way that is so much easier and you can actually move the images around in case you want to make a different design. So the second method involves these hair clips that I got off of Amazon, which I will link down below in the description. I decided to choose green because obviously Animal Crossing. They fit really well onto the string, and once you clip it on there, it actually stays pretty good. And my favorite part about this method is that you can definitely take it off of the string and then place that image somewhere else onto your macrame. It is awesome. I love this technique and method. I think it's much more versatile. And if you decide on adding even more images onto your macrame, you can rearrange the images so that you can fit all of the pictures that you want. Just like in the first method, you definitely want to apply pressure until the glue completely dries. That way the image does not fall off. In life, you will definitely take more than just one picture, and that's why I love this method, because every year you can switch out the old pictures with the new. The best example I can give you is, just in case if I stop playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, I can definitely switch these images maybe with Metroid Dread, just because that game is coming out very soon. As you can see, it is very versatile. My interests change, video games change, and I would love those images to reflect what I'm currently playing or what I'm interested in. I hope you guys enjoyed this very quick and simple Nintendo DIY. Huge thank you again to Nintendo for allowing me to make these really cool DIYs for their official Instagram account, Nintendo Inspired. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below what game you're currently playing, and subscribe.